we can do the pod now, but you have to shower at least once this cruise. It's getting out of control.
No.
You have to.
I can't.
It's in Solas. Yo, welcome back to Ships and Gigs, the podcast where a married couple singing for their supper talks about all things ships and or gigs related. My name is Ben.
And I'm Olivia.
And today the show's about how Mbappe is highly ranked for his creativity on the field. Liv, how do you keep it creative on the soccer pitch?
I love to bring my colouring pencils.
Arts and crafts. I think that's what he does as well.
I got to tell you, what I heard was an Zimbabwe from the field.
It's
I said, huh?
Yeah, it's Mbappe, who's on France's football team.
Mbappe?
Mbappe. Mbappe. Mbappe.
Nice.
And he, I was just watching the France-Morocco games about to start. Or maybe just started.
It just started.
And they were showing like power rankings while everyone was warming up. And they showed a goalkeeper, and they were like, the goalkeeper power rankings, he's like 10th or something. And I don't really know.
Power rankings? Sounds like Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, like their stats. But also, like, I guess power just means effectiveness, because it's like, it's not like the top powerful goalkeeper is like blocking the goal and he's hitting the ball out of the stadium.
Well, maybe it's more like how, like, their stats wise, like how many times they've attempted something and how many times they've succeeded. Maybe that increases your power.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think power, yeah, like effectiveness.
Rather than strength.
Right.
Pow.
Yeah, this guy benches more than anyone on the FIFA roster or whatever. Then they showed the power rankings for defense.
Power Rangers for defense.
They showed the Blue Ranger, who's actually the most powerful. No, they showed like a couple different guys on the Morocco and France teams are highly ranked in their power rankings, whatever, on FIFA. And Mbappe, he showed up as like one of the top ranked.
Sorry, it's such a cool name. I can't get past it.
It's amazing, right?
Mbappe. Like, it's so, makes me, I can't say it without doing a little wiggle dance.
You got to dance to his name.
Yeah.
But I wonder, is it normal in France? Or are they just like, yeah, it's Mbappe? Or do they also hear it and
How
go,
are
that's
you
a fun
spelling
one?
it?
M-B.
Then
which
no.
off the bat is
no,
weird.
I don't think that's usual.
It sounds like you
Very
can't remember. His name is Mbappe.
Mbappe.
His name's Mbappe, I think.
Only thing I know about this game, I just watched it on the news, is that it's the same. It feels like a rematch, they said, for the 2022 quarterfinals, where Morocco and France played against each other, and France won.
Oh.
I think it was 2-1.
Sounds like there's a grudge.
Yes.
Oh, the drama, folks.
So,
the drama.
France is a favourite to win the whole World Cup, but Morocco is the last African and Arab team in the competition.
Yeah. Wow.
So they are saying, no, but we've got a lot, like,
a lot of pride riding on this.
Yeah, there's a lot of people rooting for us. We can do it.
It's pretty cool.
And it's exciting.
Yeah. All that to say, they showed Mbappe ranked highly as a attacker, and then the other stat was like power rankings for creativity. And I was like, creativity? What's he got, a different goal?
Oh, so that was an actual
It's an actual category.
Wow.
Yeah, and Mbappe is like, I want to say, there might be some soccer fan listening to this going like, he's actually number 3 on the list, but I think he was like either
As
first,
all soccer fans speak.
Yeah, well, I guess they probably have an accent. They're probably not American. But he was like number 3 or number 1, I can't remember, in creativity, FIFA power rankings. And I was like, how the heck do you stay creative? And we know you bring out your coloring book, so that's good.
I do. How do you stay creative on the field?
I have no clue. I can't improv this. I don't know enough about soccer.
Asks the question.
That's why I asked
have an
it.
answer.
That's why I asked it. I couldn't answer. I suppose I would. How would I keep it creative? I'd probably do a lot more trash talking, which would be indicative of my actual skill.
What if
soccer.
you were doing a different celebratory dance, or because people do that. That's one where people do like.
Oh, that's what I would do.
Their style, like they'll do a backflip or they'll do the robot.
Yeah, I think I would try to confuse the other team. I'd score, and then I'd be like, no, oh, I did not mean to do that. And they're like, what the heck is he? Is he on our team? And before you know it, in the 80th minute, they pass it to me. They go, I actually think he's on our team. Every time I score, I go, crap.
He's so sad every time he scores.
I scored.
Oh,
and then after the game, I'd be like, it's just my creative solution.
You should get in touch with FIFA and pitch that to them.
I don't have much speed, agility, strength, or skill, but boy, am I creative.
There you are.
Well, let's start this thing off. We have a lot to talk about. Liv, you want to do the honors?
Yeah.
We're skimping it with one DC today.
We've only got one.
And I don't know how that happened. We must have just been guzzling earlier today. But
Okay.
go
Ready?
Yep. 3,
2, 1.
It's still so nice. Got a name?
No.
Got a theme?
No.
Got a song?
How about...
So... All right, folks, we got a lot to talk about. We have Liv's smoke detector going off because she just wouldn't stop toking up in her room. We have the fact that she's been sick the past week. We got to
Unrelated.
keep talking about the World Cup. We got questions from listeners. It's going to be about 4 or 5 hours, so hopefully you got a long ride.
Okay, well, let's start. It wasn't my smoke detector. It turns out it was my smoke sensor. Apparently, they're different. I've set off my smoke detector before, which is what you typically have in a house, where it will beep at you. That was when I was drying my hair. So that has happened to me before, and it's, you get a call from the bridge, you get a visitor from security coming to make sure your room is not on fire,
Right.
which, helpful.
It's an important job.
Yes, of course. So all those things are fine, but turns out we have another one in here, which is a sensor, which will not make a noise when it goes off, but it's specifically designed so that if you cover this sensor with anything, so say if you were trying to light a candle in your room or smoke or anything you're not supposed to do, and you were like, I'll just cover my sensor and then the fire alarm won't go off.
Right.
Nothing sounds in your cabin, but a notification is sent to the bridge, and they know that you have covered your sensor.
Yeah.
So I think it was like 11 o'clock at night. We'd done a show. We were sat down watching probably Yellowstone, and we got a knock on the door, and it's security.
Sorry, this wasn't the first time. Do you remember you were in the shower like a week earlier or
That's
something?
true. That had happened before. And I was in the shower, and they were banging on the door. So Ben could hear it. So he went out into the corridor and was like, my wife's in the shower. What's wrong? And they were saying, we need to come in because, the sensor was going off. It was saying that I have covered up my sensor.
Well, they didn't even tell me that part yet. I was just like, she's in the shower. Is it an emergency? And then I don't know what the training is with security, but they're always smug. They're always like, yeah. And I'm like, well, we're just chilling. So there doesn't seem to be an emergency, which is why your attitude makes me think it's also not an emergency.
And we're confused because I don't know what's happened.
It feels like you didn't feel like walking up here, and so you're not going to leave until you do something.
True.
So they knock on the door. Then I go out there. I'm just like, what is it? Is it an emergency? Because she's in the shower. Can she come out in a minute? And they were just like, no. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll open the door. And then they were like, the words they used was that something is obstructing your smoke sensor.
Oh yeah.
And we were like, well, nothing's been doing that actually.
Nothing's
it's
there.
right there, and you weren't even washing your hair.
No, they're like,
or drying your hair rather.
As you can see, nothing's there.
And they kept saying like, it'll go off if something's obstructing it. And I'm like, I think you might not know what obstruction means because nothing has been doing that.
Yeah. But then, it was kind of like left of, okay, well, fine. Just left it.
They kind of were like stumped, and they were like, well, maybe it's faulty or something. We were like, okay.
Maybe.
And so they leave, and then back to your story.
That's it.
This
You're
was
right.
the second time.
The second time round. So I had just dried my hair. But then we would get a knock on the door, and this 2 security guards are there, and they're like, you're obstructing your fire sensor. And I was like,
They were like, yeah, you can't obstruct it. And we were like,
I said, I'm not. I said, come in, you can see. And they're like, it's a sackable offense, and you won't get a warning. You'll just be fired. And at this point,
for the Americans listening, sackable offense. She said that kind of quick.
Oh,
fireable.
Sorry, fireable, sackable.
You could get sacked for that. Sorry,
I'm gonna lose my job basically for something I haven't done. And so I was like, what? And he does the calm down.
He's like, I'm just informing you. I'm just informing you.
His hands are there like, you need to calm down. I said, well, hang on. I said, you've just told me I could get fired for something I haven't done. I said, of course I'm going to get a bit annoyed.
Like, I need you.
I wasn't like raising my voice or anything, but of course I was
Right.
like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I haven't covered it. I've never covered it. I will not cover it.
We weren't even in the room for the last 5 hours.
Yeah. And I said to him, I have just dried my hair. Is it possible that has set it off? And they were like, well, I know you've got a humidifier over there. And I was like, well, that hasn't even been on.
You mean that thing that's not plugged in that I only use while I'm sleeping so that I can do my job? I don't think that's the problem.
Now, earlier on during the week, our friend Christian had his humidifier taken off of him because they said that was affecting his sensor. It's exactly the same thing. So it feels like they've decided that it's our humidifiers and that's what's doing it.
Right.
Now, as Ben also mentioned, though, past couple of days, the past week, I've been sick. I've been medically signed off. I have had my humidifier on all day, every day. It has not set anything off.
Ah, good to know.
So
we should also mention that the long-standing rule is that you can't have anything that generates heat. You can't have anything that could turn into a fire hazard, and we are fully respecting that rule.
Fair enough.
We specifically look for stuff that is cool air, that does not generate heat. We don't have hot plates. Like, we're fully aware of the danger of creating heat or starting fires.
So I said to him, I was like, I don't want to start a fire. I'm following the rules.
Yeah, that would be... in no way would we benefit from a fire. No. You know what I mean? It's not like we have some secret thing. So
these humidifiers that we have are specifically cool air humidifiers. They are not prohibited. They are allowed. I said the same thing twice. So
and I think anybody that would have to sing on a cruise ship for any amount of time would realize the benefit from retaining some amount of moisture.
Absolutely.
For some time in your room. Not even all day, every day. Liv is a special occasion or special situation because she's been ill.
I've been in my room all day.
Yeah.
So I have had it on.
She's been cooped up.
Yeah.
So when they knock, she's like, let me at him.
But no, point being, they have not come to my room since. It hasn't been a problem since. And when I was drying my hair, it was under the sensor because, fun fact, it's right by the only plug socket that my hairdryer fits into. So I've just been stretching across and going the other side of the room in an attempt. Actually, I did dry my hair in my room today because then for a couple of times I was drying it in your cabin.
Because she's trying to get me fired.
No, because I wanted to prove a point that it's not. I kind of wanted it to go off to prove, hey, it's not my humidifier.
Right.
Don't take that away from me.
And it's interesting because that's a logical argument to do something to prove that it's not your humidifier. The other argument or the other approach to this is to just stop saying humidifier and to just allow them to forget that they're on board, because it seems to be that there are some problems on board that start because somebody brought something up, not because they're actual problems.
Exactly.
And so a humidifier is a good example of it's not causing anybody any issues. It's only helping the singers. It's not a big deal, but the word sets off an alarm.
Yes.
And so it's just keep it on the DL.
That's true. We should just call it something else.
Oh, that's an idea.
What do we call it?
Well, it's not that we even talk about it that much, but we could just call it our training manual. I had my training manual on all night, or training videos or something, and they're like, this guy loves training.
Look, we're just here trying to do a good job.
I can't get enough of it.
Side note, good news.
Okay.
Manager just messaged me and said, your home airport has been approved and you need to go to HR office between 4 and 6 p.m. today, please. Hallelujah.
That's great.
That's great news. Now, am I busy between 4 and 6? Yes.
Is it between 4 and 6 right now? Yes. We're recording this at 4:40 p.m.
Are we supposed to be going to dinner at 5:30? Yes.
Are we supposed to pick up laundry in 15 minutes?
Yes.
Yes. And we thought, actually, it'd be great. Why don't we record the podcast right now?
Do you know what? If we have to stop and do the rest later, we can.
We'll be changed.
That's the
perfect
different thing about a podcast.
Yeah, it's true.
We can edit it.
That also means, folks, a little inside baseball, we're going to have time to stop at Crew Bar and get some more DCs.
We are.
To aid our discussion. You know what?
This is great news.
I love how this ship operates.
If you remember in the last pod, we were talking about how I was trying to change my home airport back to my original home airport.
Back to your home
back
airport.
Back to my home. Back to the one that I came from. And I was back and forth with HR. I asked our manager to send a message as well because we're up against a deadline with them saying, it has to be done within 67 days. That number that makes total sense to everybody. Not 10 weeks.
Yeah.
67 days.
Yeah.
To the point, actually, my mum and dad changed our water and gas bills so that it included my name on it, because bank statements and other perfectly normal forms of ID, my passport, having the home address.
We put a down payment on a new house in England to make sure this was done. I guess we'll have to pull out of that. Not a big deal. It was only $400,000.
No big deal. It's all just to save a flight. This is great news.
Terrific.
Fantastic. Well, thanks, Mum and Dad.
Yeah. Now you watch. When we get down to HR, they're going to be like, yep, it was approved. All we need now is proof of blank, blank, blank.
We need your blood type.
Yeah.
What else would they need?
But it can't be blood type that's written on paperwork given to you by NCO.
Hey,
or something
how
like
about
that.
this? One for my medical, I forget it was my first or second medical, to come onto one of these ships. They had to take 5 vials of blood. You have to do a medical checkup to make sure that you're fit and healthy to work aboard the ship. This is normal for all cruise lines.
PEME.
PEME, pre-employment medical examination.
Nailed it.
Thank you. So you go there, and honestly, it's quite a nice little checkup, because you get your blood work done, you get your...
That PEME is my health insurance.
It's true. You get your eyesight checked, your hearing. Anyway, they had to take, it must have been the second time round, because the first time round, I think they took 4 vials of blood, and then the second time I did it, because it lasts every 2 years. Second time round, they had to take a 5th one.
For fun.
No, not for fun. The doctor said that the 5th one was to check my blood type. And
Insane.
I said, well, I know my blood type. And he was like, yeah, I know your blood type as well. It's written on all your medical records. But they've said we have to do this.
Just in case you're the first human in 50 million years whose blood type will change.
Yeah. I mean, you'll never guess this. It didn't change.
What?
I know. It's still O neg.
Blimey.
So now you know my blood type.
Well, I think I already knew it, because I think I'm O-pos.
There you are.
And I think I remember commenting on that when I found out, because for the longest time, folks, I didn't know.
No, well...
Well, why would you? Well, I guess the other reason you do is because you're in a great habit of donating blood pretty often.
Yeah, I try to as much as I can.
I don't know if this will resonate with other Americans, but it's not nearly as common a thing. I feel like if I said to folks like, "Oh, I gave blood last week," they'd be like, "Oh yeah, oh good for you."
Oh really?
Yeah, I could also be an outlier here. There's a chance people are screaming at their phone, going, "I go every 6 months" or something.
Well, men can donate every 3 months. Women can't donate any more than every 4 months in the UK. Just because of the rate that your blood regenerates. My issue actually has been, because when we've been traveling, there are certain restrictions for some of the countries that we've been to. So for instance, like Honduras, you have to wait 4 months after your last visit to Honduras until you give blood again.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have to wait, and then every time I go there, I have a whole list of places I've been to. I don't know. It feels, even though I've looked it up and I've made sure that because all the regulations are online and it's updated all the time, even though the regulations are there, and I know that I've waited the right amount of time, it doesn't feel right when a doctor or a nurse is asking you, so have you been out of the country? I'm like, I could just say no and save us a lot of time here, because the answer is going to be the same, but
sure.
it doesn't feel right. So instead, I'm there for triple the amount of time, because bless their hearts, they have to check, and they're like, how and why have you been to all these places? And I'm like, I work on a ship.
Work on a cruise ship, and they
go,
ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's often a nice bit of conversation. But actually, on that subject of giving blood, it was something that I always really, really wanted to do, and I was always so scared of doing it. I would go, my mum and dad would do it growing up every now and then, and it used to be a case of you could just walk in and give blood. Now you have to, it's a bit more paperwork. You've got to sign up online, you get a donor ID. They ask you all the questions. You have to, you always have to have a finger prick first to check your iron levels are okay. There's several cases where if you've like if you've been to the dentist recently and had any sort of anesthesia, or like they ask you different questions that it may well be that you then can't give blood that day.
What would anesthesia do to your blood?
I can't remember. I can't remember. I mean, I don't know.
I suppose that was the anesthesia.
I don't know. But I think it's anything when you've had any sort of needle into your skin, you have to wait a certain amount of time to see if you've been affected, I guess.
Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. Like tattoos and stuff is the same. You have to wait a certain amount of time. But I've got to say, as scared as I was, and it still is, it's a bloody big needle.
Yeah.
You know, there is nothing like the feeling once it's done and you know your blood, it's going to help someone.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so passionate about this. Because my blood type is O negative, which, going on a bit of a tangent here, but you know, you never know, it might inspire someone to go give blood. My blood type is O neg, which means it can be given to anybody.
You're the universal donor.
Universal donor. So I do feel a bit of a responsibility to, for as long as I can, to go and give blood.
And I think O pos is the universal receiver. I think I can take.
Yeah, you can have anything.
Oh, jeez.
That's good.
I feel so guilty.
So I can only have O neg, but anyone can have mine.
That's like poetic.
I know, but it's. I mean, look, you're doing a nice thing, but I guess it's selfish as well because you do feel really good about it.
Well, I mean,
but not only is it O neg, talk about superpower here. My blood is also suitable for neonatal babies. So,
no wonder you give so much blood. You have a lot to. You have a lot to offer.
It feels pretty great to know. Like, so it's they do a test on your blood, and if you haven't had a cold, a certain strand of, I forget, there's some sort of antibodies that are not present in your blood.
Mm-hmm.
It means you're then suitable for the teeny tiny babies. So O neg will always be carried on like first response units, and yeah, also for the babies.
Wild.
So it feels like a really superhero thing to be able to do.
Yeah.
So I really truly encourage anybody and everybody, if you are able to go and give blood, go and do it. And also, you lose like 700 calories or something by doing it. So then you deserve a really good meal afterwards.
Isn't that a thing at blood drives? Don't they have like donuts and cookies or whatever?
Yeah. Afterwards, you're not allowed to leave until you've had like some cake, some biscuits, whatever. So I said to the nurse once, I was like, you should really put that on the poster. I was like, you'd get way more people turning up. And she was like, it's not used for weight loss. I was
Can't get rid of that stubborn belly fat.
I was like,
give blood.
Obviously, I was kidding.
Yeah. She goes, that's not funny.
I know.
Well, yeah,
But I hit my 10 donation milestone.
Wow.
So that's cool.
That's how much blood is that?
Is it 2 pints each time, or is it a pint?
You give a steiner of blood every time.
Let me double check this fact.
Blimey.
How much blood do they take when you donate?
What's Dracula order at the bar, folks?
Oh, come on,
I'll have
Google.
a pint. Not my best. Bloody Google.
They take 1 pint. So that's 470 milliliters.
1 pint, which is half a quart. 2 pints would be 1 quart, and a quart of blood would be insane. Okay, 1 pint is half a quart.
Okay. And it says like 8 to 10 minutes to donate. So it's 10 minutes. It's
for a noble cause.
Noble cause, and they prep your arm so nicely. They really, really do. Like, whereas when you go do a blood test, sometimes they're like, just come here. Whereas they
There's
really,
blood in you somewhere. Come on.
Whereas, when you give blood, they take really good care of you. So go do it, folks. It feels really good afterwards.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I've been a bit poorly this week.
Bit poorly, yeah.
Yeah, we went to do our show on the last night of the cruise. Last cruise, it was our Eagles show, and I just it wasn't painful, but I just couldn't get the notes out like I normally can. So I think it's just a lot of fatigue there, plus maybe fighting something off. I mean, there's been so much going around. It's, you know, it's understandable if there was something there. So Tosh ended up singing Desperado, which I normally do, which went really, really well. And I was very grateful to everyone kind of stepping in and picking up some of what I normally do.
Yeah, I think part of the gig, especially with Sid Norman's, is it's a matter of time before somebody gets sick, or it's a matter of time before everybody takes their turn at being sick, and so you get ready to cover everybody in some way or another.
Yeah.
And so like this time, it was Liv's turn to get sick, which means Tosh covered some solos.
It is the first time I have gone to medical for a vocal issue for Sid Norman's.
Blimey.
I know, which part of me really, I think my ego really wanted to push through and be like, no, I don't have to have any days off. But it's, I mean, what are you going to do? I'm sick. So.
Yeah, it's just, I guess sometimes I have to remind myself, and this might sound a little harsh, but we're just not that special. You know, we're singers just like anybody else. You have more experience. It might make you last longer, but you get sick. It just happens. And
you're
it's part of the gig.
I was very grateful to have you there to remind me that, though, because
I screamed it at her. I said, "You're not special."
No.
I said, "You are average."
No, that's not what happened. But it's so easy to get yourself in a bit of a state with thinking, no, I have to go, I have to do it, I have to push through, this is my job. And then at the end of the day, like I was getting myself in such a state because I was so worried about going and then doing damage. And like I felt so, everything hurt and my body was just in pain. So it was, I think once I had resigned myself to being like, you're going to medical, I felt much better about it.
It's just one of those things where you have to break the seal, if you will.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And I think like we both have this thing where in your head you keep up this standard for yourself, and you're like, if I get sick though, then that's a personal failure of mine. Then I didn't take care of myself, and that's just not the truth.
It's not what you would think about anybody else. It's just what we. Yeah, I'm sure other people do.
It'd be different if every other week you were like, I gotta cut Desperado. Then we'd be like, what's happening here? What are you?
Yeah.
You need to change something about your routine.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you're keeping up your health to a certain standard, and then at a certain point it's just natural, you're gonna get sick eventually.
Yeah. So that happened. I went to medical, and they were really, really kind to me, very helpful, and basically just had to rest. They gave me some antibiotics because she thought there might have been some underlying infection going on at the back of my throat. But ultimately it was just take some anti-inflammatory stuff, rest, and I did. That first day, I just slept, didn't I? Slept, then woke me up, went to have food, slept, then woke me up.
Hibernating. I said, good morning. It was 3 p.m. Good morning.
Good morning.
And she goes, get off me.
What time is it?
I said, it's about 3. And she said, well, that's great.
No, I didn't.
Where are my cigarettes?
Yeah.
And the smoke alarm went off.
And then the smoke alarm, it's just unfair. No, but I'm feeling much better now. I've been keeping up with doing my de-swirl my cords, which is like a lymphatic drain massage thing.
Shout out Andrew Byrne.
I've been nebulizing, and I've been so grateful to have our steamers, our portable steamers from MyPurmist.
These MyPurmists rule, man.
They've been great. Why don't we go into an advert here?
All right. Folks, we'll be back after these messages. As singers, a constant concern of ours is our voice. Whether we're in a show, auditioning for a show, or out on the town completely unemployed, it's always a priority to keep our voice in shape.
That's why we reached out to MyPurmist and we were so excited at their generous gift, 2 portable MyPurmist steamers.
The name of the game in vocal health is hydration and recovery, and these steamers are a game changer.
They've become a staple to our routine. We love doing a quick 15-minute steam at least once a day, and the effects are immediately noticeable.
If nothing else, the sense of calm and reduced stress alone does wonders for your vocal folds.
Top tip, it's best not to speak for at least 15 minutes after you steam.
You heard that right. Every steaming session means at least 30 minutes of quiet time from your wife.
Hey!
Sorry, sweets. You want to steam?
Oh, yeah, all right, then sure.
Yes! Head to MyPurmist.com and get yourself one of these top-tier portable steamers. That's MyPurmist, MyPurmist.com.
Happy steaming!
Oh, blimey.
Guess who's back?
Back.
Back again.
Yeah,
It is us.
oh, God.
We're back again.
And we have, we stopped at Crew Bar. We just saw stinking brand new Heiko.
Yep.
Why don't we christen round 2 of this episode?
I know. Look, so we started this episode with 1 between us, and now we've got 1 each.
After a simple bartering with Crew Bar. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Got a name? Nope. Got a theme? Nope. Got a song? How about...
The slap?
No, I just wanted to fill the silence.
Oh.
Oh, we'll cut a lot of that.
I thought you were going... What's that? But what is it?
That's the circus music. Anyhow, yeah, we just saw a brand new Heiko, and by brand new, we mean new cast.
Yeah, new cast. There was some new choreography.
Yep, new
acrobatic tricks, which was... It was very exciting. I had Tosh next to me grabbing my arm every 2 minutes because she thought they were going to fall.
Yeah, well, it was scary. I think
it is scary. Acrobats are a different breed.
Yeah, they're not afraid of anything. They are mentally ill, I guess is what I would say.
One of our previous acrobats literally fell from the ceiling, and that's not an exaggeration. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about this or not, but I'm going to say it anyway.
If you could picture it, folks, the theater occupies 3 decks worth of height.
Yeah.
So you can enter on deck 6, you can enter on deck 7, and you can enter on deck 8. And the roof of the theater is the top of deck 8. The floor is the bottom of deck 6. And one of our acrobats from...
Acrobat.
Accurate. One of our acrobats from the first cast, they were teching something, and yeah, he was supposed to jump from the top of deck 8 with a bungee.
With the idea, I guess, to touch the floor on deck 6 and then like bounce up and down.
And I don't know if somebody wasn't ready or if something was broken or what happened, but he definitely did not bounce.
No, he fell.
Fell from the top of 8.
He jumped and he fell. And I don't know how he survived.
But he did.
He did.
Bones of steel.
And it was like, well, guess we won't do that again.
Jeez, that must have been so scary. He's fallen. He goes, that's weird. It's usually different right about, and hit the ground.
I think because he's done a lot of parkour and stuff as well. I think so much of their training is learning how to fall.
Sure.
But yeah, thank goodness he was okay.
Yes.
This one, they had some different acrobatic tricks.
Different acrobatics. And here's the other reason why it was scary is because acrobatics is already scary to watch because you don't know if everything's okay. But there was a chance that we were going to do our show tonight because they were having technical issues.
Yes.
And so when anything is happening on stage that's like looks a little iffy, my first thought is, oh no, this was the technical issue before.
Yeah.
And who knows if they solved it, you know? And sure enough, thankfully, nobody was injured tonight. They did have a show stop.
They did, but they recovered very quickly.
Yeah, and we don't know exactly what caused it, but
we'll get back to you. We were also sat on the side.
Uh-huh.
So that's another thing. Like when you're sat facing the audience, you have obviously a different perspective. When it's on the side, I feel like we were seeing how close things seem to be going, as if like, you know, a slight different movement would have caused a big disaster. So
yeah, you're a little closer to see facial expressions. So if anybody looks a little bit like they went, oh, and you go, oh god. But they crushed.
They did really, really great.
They did really, really well. And I think they had a fully packed house. There was a lot of wows. There was a lot of, you know. Yeah. And I think that's exactly what they want.
Right. What were we going to move on to
Well,
next?
we were talking about how you were sick. And we talked about how how helpful the MyPurmist is.
Yes.
And how that's been part of our routine now. We both love it a lot. And then let's keep on trucking. What else we got?
It's been pretty exciting on board because we've been watching some football games.
Yeah,
England football, not American football.
Yeah,
soccer.
They've been covering it on our crew mess TVs 24/7.
Yes.
And I'll tell you something, folks. The matches are fun to watch, but the B-roll of all the background information about each team, that does get old.
It does, especially when the TV
yeah, it skips or The other thing. So here's the problem with the B-roll. It was really exciting and interesting when it was relevant, and that would be when all of the teams were involved and the matches that they were promoting hadn't happened yet. Now, I mean, all but 8 of the teams that are covered in this B-roll have been eliminated, and the schedule that
I didn't watch the match. Will have ended by now.
Oh, France Morocco.
Do you know who won?
I don't. You want to bet?
Ooh. I think Morocco.
I'll say France.
Okay, let's have a look. France versus Morocco.
Mbappe, Mbappe, Mbappe.
I'd like to edit that bit out, actually.
Me singing, or are you betting on Morocco?
Me betting on Morocco.
What was it?
It's France.
Bye.
2-0.
Oh, tight match.
Wow.
Who scored? Can you see who scored?
Would that be who scored? Those names?
Yes, Mbappe scored at 60 minutes in.
Oh, that's what it means?
Yeah.
And Dembele.
I think that's the French word for dumbbell.
Pick up the Dembele. Oui.
Dembele, s'il vous plaît.
And throw it above your head. I've never worked out, okay?
It sounded like you were crushed under something. Thrust above your head.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm crushed by the Dembele. It's too heavy.
You know, speaking of lifting weights and being French, one thing I thought I was gonna do on TikTok ages ago was I thought it'd be a cool idea to try to recreate any sort of like feats of strength that were in musicals. I was like, that's gonna be my niche market.
Okay.
And I was gonna start with researching.
Like Jean Valjean.
Exactly. I was gonna start with researching how much would a cart in 1830 have weighed.
It's the only thing I can think of.
Feats of strength.
Ones? I mean, Hercules.
Yeah, Hercules. That's another good. It's better than what I was coming up with. I can't really think of any others, honestly. I could try to do something with
Gaston.
Gaston might do some stuff. I was thinking like in Titanic, if you could do something that was similar to shoveling coal for however long. I don't know. I didn't think it all the way through. I just thought it'd be cool if the first one was Jean Valjean. And I was going to be like, how much in 1830 a full cart, because the whole thing is that he does this superhuman feat of strength, and it's the strength. It's not the face. It's not the face or the mannerisms that gets Javert going like, I think I know that guy. It's him lifting the cart, and he goes, that dude is so strong. There's one guy I know who's that strong. And it was this convict, and sure enough, that's the hunch. But I don't know, man. I think that's weak evidence. I think that's a bit of a plot hole.
I reckon the tattoo on his chest should have given it away, really, shouldn't it?
That's what confirms it. You remember? He runs through the court, and he's like, who am I? Too far. And
Isn't that before the cart incident, though?
Mm-mm.
The cart incident is like years later, isn't it?
So is 24601.
Oh, it's been a while.
It's because he does the first soliloquy. The soliloquy is where he says, take an eye for an eye, turn your heart into stone, this is all I live for.
Let's just sing the whole musical. Let's do that instead.
Okay.
And that's all we got time for.
My mom is listening going, oh, I wish they would sing it all. I love that musical. And
Maybe
my
another
favorite,
one.
Saigon. That's what she's saying. You know my favorite.
No, I thought her favorite was Joseph.
She does love Joseph. Joseph. You got me saying Joseph with a Z. Joseph.
Joseph?
Yeah. Not
Joseph?
not Joseph.
Joseph.
Well.
I say it with an F as well.
Yeah. That ain't in the Bible.
Joseph.
Well, it's a PH, so it's not. That one's not wrong. His name's not Joseph.
Joseph.
Joe, oh, that's tough. Joe, Zith, you'll make it.
It's not Joe.
someday.
It's go.
What
Go. You said Joe.
Joe. I thought it was Joe. Go.
Joe. Go, Joseph. You know what they say.
And I say it with a f. Well, that's because it's his name.
Dang. Well.
Joseph.
Anyway, Olivia speaks funny.
At this point, let's put in some predictions while we're recording this in real time.
Okay.
So France just won.
Yes. So who else is left?
France, Norway, England, Argentina.
England and Norway are going to be playing in Miami when we're there.
Yeah, folks, that's gonna. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, for context. When we were on the breakaway, the Super Bowl. No, it was Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
Mardi Gras was happening on the same day as one of our port days in New Orleans, and because of the anticipated traffic and the congested city, they were like only American citizens are allowed off the ship today instead of all the crew members.
Okay, you ready? So
and I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens this Saturday.
Yeah. We'll see.
But yeah. Okay. So who's left?
Okay. So France and Morocco that happened today, and France has advanced. Woo.
France, I believe, is also the favorite to win the whole stinking thing.
Yeah, I think so. Spain versus Belgium is on Friday.
We're rooting for Spain because Belgium mopped the floor with the U.S. Go Spain.
Then we've got Norway versus England, which, I mean, I feel like I have to go for England, right?
And I suppose I have to as well, but my heart lies in Norway.
We love Norway.
Honestly, if Norway wins, I'd be like, oh, bummer.
I mean, I've never really heard much about a Norwegian football team, so I feel like, I don't know if this is a new feat for them or not, but it's pretty cool seeing them. So we watched the game when Norway won, and they were at the end, we watched the end of it, and they were like beating the drum and rowing.
Yeah, they have this
really
like
cool.
This really cool, intense
Viking thing.
It seems so culturally relevant and like old and like reverent.
And what did England do?
They sang Wonderwall.
Skipping down the pitch.
It's just,
today is gonna be the day. Yeah.
Gosh, maybe. No,
Exactly.
It's important. Shut up. You gotta be the one that saves me.
And then we got the last of the quarterfinals is Argentina versus Switzerland.
Ooh.
So my prediction is I think it's going to be Spain, Norway, Argentina.
You think Spain is going to beat Belgium. You think Norway's going to beat England. You think Argentina is going to beat who was that? Switzerland. And
Actually, no, I take it back. It's going to be Spain, England, Argentina.
Spain, England, Argentina.
Yeah.
I'll take the other side of that bet. I'll take everybody you didn't say.
Okay. And then the semi-final, France will face the winner of Spain or Belgium. So I'm thinking it'll be France versus Spain.
Wow.
And I think Spain will win. And then the other one, I think it'll be England versus Argentina. And I think Argentina will win.
Well, wouldn't it be something if England beat Argentina?
I guess.
As far as I know, England doesn't have any huge names the way that these other teams do.
England?
Right. Oh, they've got Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
Whereas Norway's got, is it Haaland or Holland? I think it's Haaland is their big name.
The Viking?
Yeah, the most Norwegian looking dude of all time. They've got him who's 6'5", 6'4".
He's big.
He is scary blood. And then who else is? They've got Mbappe, and there's another French dude who is a big name. I can't remember it. And then of course you got Messi, and
got clean up, isn't he?
Yeah. I feel like every match I look up a new rule, and hopefully by the end of this World Cup I'll be able to see when an offside penalty happens, because I kind of understand what it is, but as soon as they call it, I go, he was offside.
I think we've both agreed though, the ref's job, not one I envy.
I'll tell you, that looks like the most difficult job of all time.
I also do not envy being a goalkeeper.
Yes, correct. I think I'd rather be
I'd rather be a ref than a goalie.
You think?
Yeah.
There's no glory for the ref, though. It's like only bad.
That's true.
It's like only arguments, whereas the goalie kind of deals with a lot of pressure, but also a lot of glory.
Our England goalie looks like he has no no bones.
Oh, he's a monkey.
Just chucks himself.
They'll like kick. It looks like they'll just kick a ball, like a grounder, if you will, to borrow a baseball term. They'll kick a grounder to him, and he'll do a backflip to stop it. The dude is silly putty.
You silly putty. Yeah, so it's been a lot of fun. Let's see if our predictions come true.
Yeah. So who do you think's got it all?
Oh,
I think you said England and Argentina's going to get it.
Yeah, I think. Well, I had said Spain is going to beat France.
Well,
we'll see. I think Spain.
I think whoever beats France is going to take it. And I'll say, I really hope it's. I think it'd be cool if Norway won.
It would be so cool. I would love if Norway won, but
we have we have 2 Norwegian crew members, a singer and the captain.
Aye.
And I think our life would get a lot better if Norway won it. So
it'd be fun.
I'm rooting for Norway.
Let's do it. All right. Well,
Great.
Let's do a little.
Hey folks, I'm sure you're sick of hearing us say it, but it's just the truth. It's tough being jacked. That's why Olivia and I applied and became ambassadors for BuckedUp.com, so we could partner up with an amazing supplement company and stay the athletic actors we are.
If you check out their website, BuckedUp.com, you'll see they've got something for everyone. Whether you're already a gym rat or you're someone looking to make fitness more of a focus in your life.
I personally love their BAMF pre-workout and their all-bulk no-bloat powder for muscle building and recovery.
And I'm a big fan of their Babe line.
Use the link to their website that's in both Olivia and my Instagram bios. It's also in the podcast description. Or use code SHIPS20 at checkout for 20% off your order.
Again, there's a special store link in the description or code SHIPS20 at checkout for 20% off.
Shop BuckedUp.com today and feel like $1 million.
Better than £1 million.
Now, the World Cup leads us perfectly into our first question from listeners for this week's episode.
What's your favorite type of cup?
Ooh. The World Cup, of course.
Of course.
Are there any kind of other cups?
I mean, it was...
Well, I feel like we're dancing around a bra joke.
Oh, yeah, were they?
Favorite cup? D. So crass. Cutting that one. Sorry, Mom and Dad.
Anyway, you go for it.
Okay, first question comes from our beloved cousin, Robert. He says, live sports. How do you keep up with these? Possible to watch live? You've mentioned movies and series on the TV in crew mess. What about sporting events? World Cup soccer or your beloved Phillies? Well, we talked about the World Cup. They have that streaming all the time on, I think it's on a channel called Sport 24.
They've added a channel as well that is the World Cup relay?
What, like old footage?
No, they've just got a channel, so like you can. It's just constantly playing games that have already played. So if you missed one, it'll be on there.
Oh,
so you can catch up.
Well, that's good to know. On the TVs in crew mess, they're only playing World Cup coverage. When it wasn't the World Cup, there'd be like a news channel. They'd have like the BBC going.
Typically, they played like a horror movie whilst you were trying to eat breakfast.
Yep.
That sort of stuff.
They would have a movie channel. It sounds like
I wish I was kidding.
They would have and the news going on sometimes. But for the World Cup, specifically to answer that part of your question, it is always playing in the crew mess. And then for other live sports, there's a channel on our crew TVs called Sport 24 that covers like basically every major sports event.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of international sports. Like that's where I first caught rugby or Australian football or like the US Open was on there once when that was happening.
The only thing that's annoying is there's no like guide. So you can't look ahead and see, oh, that game's starting in a couple of hours or something.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to know that it's on and hope that they're streaming it.
Yeah.
I guess.
And the bigger the event, like the World Series or the Super Bowl or the World Cup in this case, there's another channel called Special Feed. And that channel will usually carry whatever the major event is, if there's one happening.
They've been playing it on the pool deck as well.
Yeah.
It's on that great big screen.
They've been like making events out of watching the World Cup games, which is
definitely.
fun. To answer the other part of your question, our beloved Phillies, they do not often play Phillies games, much to my chagrin. So to keep up with those lives...
Much to your what?
Chagrin?
Chagrin?
Oh, that's a word.
What's chagrin?
Chagrin...
Much to my chagrin.
Much to my dismay,
How
if
are
you
you
will.
spelling chagrin?
CH. I hope I got this right. CHAGRIN. Definition.
Chagrin.
Chagrin.
I've never heard
Chagrin
of this.
is a noun that refers to a feeling of distress, embarrassment, or annoyance caused by a failure, disappointment, or humiliation. And then you would usually say to one's chagrin, a very common phrase used to introduce a disappointing or embarrassing fact. Much to her chagrin, she came in last.
How about that?
It's a good one.
I've never heard of that.
That
Chagrin.
That word's right up your alley.
My chagrin, yeah. My chagrin, yeah.
Yeah.
Like my Sharona.
No, I got it.
Okay.
So much to my chagrin. They don't play Phillies games very often. So to keep up with the Phils or with your favorite local sports team, you usually just have to look it up online. So like most port days, I'll go onto the MLB app and just see scores that I missed. And hey, while I have a platform, I'll just tell you something. You can listen on the MLB app. You can listen to older games. They have archival audio, but you can't download it. You can only stream it.
Oh.
And I was saying to Robert, we were talking about this, I would love if there was a feature where you could download previous games. And so the same way that in port, I'll download 20, 30 podcasts at a time. And then every few weeks or whatever, I'll offload those and download a new batch.
Yeah.
I would love to download last week's games and listen to those.
Aww.
That would be awesome. But it can't be done. So all I can do is look up highlights.
Cannot be done.
It could not be done. So all I can do is look up highlights or scores, and I just kind of loosely follow now, which stinks because I'd love to be more up to date.
Something to look forward to on land.
Yeah, exactly. On land, I tune in, and that's way easier. So yeah, that's how live sports work.
Very topical for right now.
Yeah, totally.
So we also have a question from our friend Daryl,
Friend of the show.
who has said, "Hello Ben and Liv, and happy 4th of July weekend.
Oh, back at you, Daryl.
My question for the pod this week is holiday related. I've been on cruises during American holidays before to see how it's celebrated with guests. But with so many nationalities within the crew, how are major holidays specific to a crew's home country, like Independence Day, celebrated, if they are at all? Well, usually in the crew mess, food gets significantly more exciting. They will try to incorporate food from, let's say it's Philippine Independence Day, which happened kind of recently.
Mm-hmm.
There's normally a big cake there that whoever creates these cakes is very talented, because 4th of July they did one with a great big eagle on it. They'll do a flag.
The pastry department really stands out on holidays. It seems like there's always a themed cake.
The fruit is cut up in
carved fruit that says usually Happy Independence Day or Happy 4th of July.
Yeah.
Or Merry Christmas. Around Christmas time, they'll carve fruit that says all that stuff.
It's a nice treat to, you kind of walk in, and it varies ship to ship. Some ships go a bit more over the top with it. I mean, we've had times before when it's been a holiday, then they'll give out free sodas to people, which is nice.
I think the difference on land is where you might have off for a holiday, you have more to do for a holiday on board as a crew member. And it's not necessarily they work you to the bone, but it's on the 4th of July, I had to sing the national anthem.
Yes.
On the pool deck, which is 5 total minutes of work, but it's that's an extra thing you might do.
We didn't even speak about that. That's what you had to do this week.
Oh, yeah. I had to do that.
That was this cruise.
Yeah, it was the day one of this cruise.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of fun. The energy was cool. It was 1,000,000 degrees out, but energy was good.
Actually, Filipino Independence Day, they did a party, and the band Sonata, they sang and they performed all night for the crew. So after their shift, they then did another shift.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what you're saying. There is often there will be more work from people, but I think it's enjoyable.
The energy is celebratory as opposed to
we're being made to do this.
Exploitative or something.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, then that tends to be on this ship, definitely. The food will change a little bit in the mess. They'll try and have some, maybe some music.
Yeah, that's been a thing on this ship pretty consistently. They'll have music playing from a speaker the crew mess, which sometimes is nice ambiance. Other times it's
turn that down.
What are we in a club? Yeah, so I guess the short answer to your question, Daryl, is that not too much changes for the crew. There's a bit of pageantry in the crew mess.
Yeah,
and
in a mess.
a couple of extra tasks for entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
But like we've never had to add a full show. We've never had to put up a 4th of July show. You do have to do that for Christmas.
Yeah,
That is something for a pretty commercial holiday. Christmas time is like similar to every industry. I feel like Christmas time is just overtime always.
We are definitely expected to, as part of the entertainment, which I'm sure you've seen. I'm assuming you've been on. Maybe you haven't been on actual Christmas Day. I'm not sure if you've been, but if you were to go on a cruise on Christmas Day, the entertainment department for Norwegian at least put on an extra show. And that's material that they've worked on in their own time.
There's no director for that.
No.
There's basically nothing except the task. You need to do a show on Christmas.
Yes.
And whoever volunteers to lead it, I guess, leads it. But we've experienced 2 different casts who've had to do Christmas shows, and the approaches were very different, to say the least.
Yeah. Best case scenario, you have a group of people who are like, okay, let's make the most of this. What's your favorite Christmas song? What can we do? You know, who has a cool arrangement of this? Maybe you're doing an a cappella version of something.
Right. Or do you guys want to get together and put something together? Or do you guys want to find some tracks and maybe we can work out this thing?
Best case scenario. We have had a cruise director who joined in.
Mm-hmm. I would argue that wasn't the best case scenario.
But I appreciated that at least he was like, well, if you're working, he was doing it as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
There was that. But yeah.
Yeah, so Christmas, I guess, is the only time where you could say that we
can expect we're going to be doing some extra work for
like
sure.
A proper extra performance. Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I think that about sums it up. Liv, you want to take us out with some comedy gold?
Absolutely. Are you ready for this?
I hope so. I'm sitting down.
Okay. Which part of your body is the most reliable?
Which part of your body is the most reliable?
Well, you can always count on your fingers.
Well, you did it. Somehow you made it through an entire episode of...
If you like this episode, please subscribe and share with everybody that you know.
If you didn't like it,
lie
and still do those same things.
If you've got any questions for us, please reach out on social media.
We'd love to hear from you.
Congrats on making it through this whole shit.